chapter 5, the Chronicle of the Death, Foretold, we assume the ending will be clear. Think the truth will come to light, but instead we are more confused as we come towards the ending. It is stated, but most of those who could have done something to prevent the crime and did not consult themselves with the precepts at first of honor are sacred monopolies, giving access only to those who are part of the journal. Marquez, page 97. All the characters that were mentioned but did not act upon this excuse themselves with the idea of what defending their honor is something we cannot stand up or interview. Although most of the characters did not act against this act because of the true view of how honor should be defended, other Divina Four did everything for Santiago Nazar to not come out alive for this affliction. I lost it because Divina Four has sworn to me that she'd seen my son commit, and it wasn't true. Marquez, page 98. Divina Four has so much anger towards her boss because of all the advantage Santiago had taken from her, and that she would like to get a man that might be innocent killed. And Dilesion was one to be close to Santiago Nazar, but he also did not warn him. He went on as if he somehow protected him. He gave him down the back and let them go their way. Marquez, page 102. In this chapter, a lot of the details are talked about of that Monday, and of the characters who came across Santiago of that time, but Chris used to try to stop the crime from happening. The townspeople would gather around the town square, awaiting for the crime to happen as soon as they saw Santiago go into his fiance's house. His fiance was angry because she knew the reason of why Santiago would kill, so she cared less if he were to be murdered or not. The father, naive, began and told him, "You've only got to ask the governor. Either you have here in this house, which is yours, or you go out with the right person." Marquez, page 113. Either way, Santiago Nazar still ran to his house without the license the father was offering him. The twins caught up to him and attacked him in the front door. One of the twins told the narrator, "Shit, Jose, you can't imagine how hard it is to kill men." Marquez, page 115. The narrator describes how many times they had to take it out on him for Santiago out. After they were done with him, Santiago Nazar still had the light to go to the back door and, as said, to clean dirt off of his guts. And as he got inside, he collapsed face down in his kitchen floor. The one to blame for the loss of Angela's virginity is attention. Marquez leaves us with the doubt of the one to really blame. We also do not know the ending with Bernardo and the man and Angela after him coming back to her. Christo says things would have been different if he would have known how to use a revolver when he encountered the twins. Santiago Nazar's innocence did not matter at the end. The Chronicle of the Foretold is one.
I really liked your summary. I think it went on every single main detail of chapter 5. It was clearly written. Do you guys have anything to add to the summary? It's well organized. I like that. So let's begin with questions. The first one's on page 97. And it's basically halfway when it says honor is love. In this text, the author says honor is love. What does this tell you about honor presented in the book in general?
The
sister, like trying to protect her honor, like that's their love, like showing like they do care about her and they will do anything for her. Not only that, but their family.
And since love is such a strong
Maybe
word.
it's like probably their honor is towards like keeping their family's last name good and clean, you know? Maybe it's not that they liked her sister, like we know that they did, but sometimes it's just about their last names, like a matter of defending their family is, yeah.
The next one is on page 99. That's like in the middle of the page, but it's the one where it says, so that there should be their untrammeled fulfillment of the dead so clearly foretold. Why do you think the author mentions this quote?
What is untrammeled?
I noted that.
I'm reading on. I mean on my
Dictionary. Untrembled.
right.
It says not deprived of freedom of action or expression. So that there should be, wait, so that there should be there until time. Did you copy it already? Is that what it is? Oh, so that there should be she says be there. It's the, do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, so that is the
Yeah, so it's, so that there, yes.
untrammeled.
So there should be the untrammeled fulfillment of the death so clearly foretold. Most given the guide and the that should be sending continuously in the picture. So it means like not deprived of freedom of action or expression. So like maybe it means truly, because it says something about forbidden literature. So what then after the column it means like to not censor anything else, to come out clear how things happen even if there's to not keep anything out. So just tell the truth. So everything about the death, the foretold of the death. So to not censor anything else, even if it goes against forbidden literature.
Next one's on page 100. Right. So,
She told us about the miracle without the sense. Oh, yeah.
yeah, okay. So, she told us about the miracle but not the saint. The text says this. What does this tell us about Angela's character?
Well, it can really tell us any. Wait, about Angela's character?
Yeah.
What she did with Angela, didn't say.
But
Her friend.
about, like about.
I don't think it says anything about her.
Okay.
Well, me, yeah.
So the friends of Angela Mascaro had been places in the deception went on saying for a long time that she had shared her secret with them before the wedding, but that
She hadn't revealed
she-
anything.
yeah, in the brief they declared she told us about the miracle but not about the saint.
Yeah, so she said she told her them about the losing her virginity, but not who she lost it to. So it doesn't really say anything about Angela. I thought you meant about who the mother was.
I kind of think that it just shows that she really is trying to protect this person,
Yeah.
and that even she didn't even tell her friends who it was, so he must be really important. And not only that, but like basically like
I have a thing. So the miracle, she's referring to her having losing her, relationships. not losing her virginity.
And then the saint.
Is who she lost it to.
It's the saint.
But that's how the
Oh,
friend
okay.
said it. That's how the friend said it. Angela didn't say that.
Because I thought like she
Like
told
maybe
her-
she did, but it doesn't say on the text that Angela said those
Yeah.
exact words. Because the friend, the narrator says, the friend says in other words, blah blah blah. So you don't know if Angela said it or the friend.
well, that her friend did about her,
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, just like in short words. the miracle is mostly coming from Germany.
And the Satan.
So it's looked at, like how they say in linear, it's looked as a good thing, because miracle is a good thing. So, and the saint is good, you know, like a saint, it's holy, you know. So it's weird how they touch the friend, like, quotes it.
But I thought when I read it that the saint met Santiago and all that. She didn't tell them about what she did. And then some personal. Now I understand.
Hold on, I read down what she was like.
What did she refer as an acquaintance to the good thing?
Oh no, I'm gonna write down a different question I had in mind. So the next one is on page 21. It's pretty long. Okay. So they were both going along, so contentedly, maybe Liza told me that I gave thanks to God because I thought the matter had been cleared up. Not everybody loves Santiago Nazar so much, of course. Polo Carrillo, the owner of the electric plant, thought that his serenity was innocence, but wasn't innocence, but cynicism. He thought that his money made him untouchable, he told me. What does the author reveal about Santiago Nazar's character? It's a big thing.
That he's, you know, because he's rich, like, he's superior. But that's what everybody would tell him bad about him, because then the narrator makes him seem like a good person.
Yeah,
So that's what, it just makes you more confused of what the real characters in family is.
Because not only that, but like he seems friendly, not just like someone like, oh, I have money, I'm not gonna talk to you because you don't. Like, he's like really friendly about it.
So like the warm-up with really interested, like the narrator being friends with him and being related to the twins makes the whole novel. Like if he wasn't friends with him, maybe he has the same thoughts that everybody in the town, like that he was just a jerk. But now we see a good side of Santiago because of the narrator, because the narrator was close to him. So it's just more confusing. Or maybe like, because obviously your friends are gonna know you better than the townspeople. So that's what I believe more the narrator than the townspeople. Like, this guy just makes him seem more superior and
So it's on the same page, it's kind of in the same quote for the next one. So it's the last part where it says his serenity wasn't innocence but cynicism. And I defined it both innocence and cynicism. And innocence is the lack of guilt or corruption, like purity. And then cynicism is an inclination to believe that people are motivated purely by self-interest. So like doubt, suspicion. Santiago Nazar. Sorry.
so cynicism is like kind of like self-centered. Is it?
Like it's like
Is it further before like in Spanish, but I really have it kind of like meaning after it? Because it's cynicism, right? After you.
so Santiago Nazar taking Angela's virginity isn't revealed, nor was it said if he was the one or not. What is the author trying to say when comparing innocence and cynicism? What is he like really trying to say about Santiago?
I thought you said well, he wasn't the one who took the virginity.
Like, but they don't know, like they're not like saying it like, oh, he did not do it.
The narrator said the townspeople weren't sure if it was a kid. And the narrator himself didn't think it was him because they were never seen together, they never talked, they were different levels. So it's like
Assumption.
yeah, it's an assumption.
And also Angela, like she said it that it was him, but like since everybody's thinking this and said that to her, and she was like, well, just say what I went, like, just think what I said, like, just go along with what I said before.
Cause she was like he was my perpetrator or something like that. So I don't know, the way that she said it was kind of like he was just someone I thought of to wait. So it's just the way that the narrator wrote it that makes it.
Wait, doesn't she say that I think she says it. When she says she only said that name because the employer's gonna go after it. Does she say that herself?
Yeah.
So she confesses it wasn't him.
Well, that's what we don't know. Like, she said that, but we don't, like, she didn't, it's not clear to us.
Like it was protocol that she said.
Yeah.
But isn't the quote like
She said
his sincerity wasn't innocence, but what's the other one?
cynicism?
Yeah. I think.
What's serenity? I like how you put up the photo, like the definitions of like things.
Because I know that we both were gonna,
Yeah.
even I didn't know.
The state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled.
Yeah, so maybe like he knows that his friend Santiago wasn't innocent. Like he maybe did have relationships with other girls. That's what they're saying, that he wasn't innocent. But like the other word, it says that an inclination to believe that people are motivated purely by self-interest. So I think it's like he wasn't innocent like towards her, but I think that he did other bad things. No, I don't know if you guys understand.
No, I understand.
Where's that quote here? It was on the same quote as the other one, right?
Yeah.
But isn't
No,
this
I think
the narrator describing him?
Oh, so Paulo.
Well, it's the guy. Polo was the one that said it. But he didn't like him.
So, I mean, wait, are you asking what the quote means?
Like, why do you think he compared those two words? Like innocent and
When he
cynicism.
put them in the same thing? Well, I can tell you what the quote means.
What does it mean?
What he's saying is that Santiago wasn't like always calm and everything because he was a good person. He was always calm because his money, because cynicism is like how I said, motivated by like what is it? What? Self-interest. So because he was calm and then nothing would happen to him and all this, not because he was a good person. Like me, I'm calm and everything because I know that I'm not a bad person, I'm not an evil person, so nothing will happen to me. But like let's say a rich person, he's evil and everything, he's not calm because he's a good person or whatever. He's calm because he has money. So that's what the quote is saying, that Santiago is calm and kind of like, oh, you're like, nothing's gonna happen to me, nobody hates me and this and that, because he has money, not because he's a good person. So that's what the owner guy is saying.
Well, that's what he believed of him.
Yeah, that's what he's saying about Santiago.
Yeah, so
And
it's
then-
basically saying that he wasn't who he truly was. Like he seemed like innocent, but like he knew who he really was.
And I mean, I don't think the quote is really comparing the words.
I kind of think that they're kind of like the same word, but
He is comparing them because he says his serenity wasn't innocent, but
You can kind of see innocence and what's it called? Cynicism.
well, it's kind of the
Like
same,
it's being opposite. You can see them as being opposite. I
do
understand.
you really think so? I kind of think that there's the same, like I kind of think that they're same, but somehow different. Cause so I use just like like synonyms, like chastity, whatever, and guiltless, blameless as innocence, and then distrust, doubt, suspicion, and cynicism. Like people still.
well, they're the opposite of each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she said.
Because blameless, it means that he had nothing.
Yeah.
That he wasn't.
Yeah, and then cynicism.
But he
is
wasn't that. But he wasn't blameless. Basically, like switch innocence with these words, and then switch your cynicism with the other words. It's kind of the same
but
thing.
When you read the quote, what did you like? When you were writing down this, what did you interpret I explained what IQ means. Did you have a different view of it? Like, did you understand what she
No,
was
I know what you're saying, just on that part, but
Like she wants to know why he.
like it's not about the like. I kind of want to leave out like the money part, how he was rich part, just like why did he say this part?
Yeah, that's what I was explaining. Like, I just explained how this like, you got it apart.
Well, it's because you think that the two words are the same thing and
Yeah, they're like
the
complete opposites.
of each other.
Like, let's look.
No, I know that they're opposite, but how he said he wasn't, like, it contradicts that opposite. Like he wasn't like.
No, yeah.
He wasn't.
He wasn't innocent, but he was.
Yeah,
He
so
was
it's like
guilty. No,
basically
he
the
wasn't.
same thing.
No,
Like he's
like
not innocent.
you're
but
not.
he's
It's
still
like me saying
something.
you're not innocent. You're guilty. That's what it's saying.
Exactly. It's the same thing.
No,
So you're not
no.
innocent, and you're.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Like you're guilty.
I get what you're saying.
You're guilty.
Yeah, I don't. But see, like in Mr. Alkine's class, the opposite of guilty is not guilty. So the opposite of innocence,
It's not innocent.
it's not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Because the opposite of guilty is not innocent. It's not guilty. You know what I'm saying? So then when I said you're not innocent, you're cynicism, whatever, that. It's not like I'm saying you're not innocent.
Yeah.
You are guilty. Like it's not the opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But I understand where you got now I see where you got
Like, that's what I was
confused.
like,
Yeah, now I understand. But I mean, like, it's still.
But I kind of get what you're saying from
I
the
understand
outside
myself.
connection. I think we all understand ourselves when we
Okay.
when we're trying to think. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the language analyzer. Does anybody else have any questions?
She was like, I'm over this.
But I think I get it now, but I just want to make sure.
I got page 113.
13? Yeah, 113.
Like in the middle, when Santiago was talking to his fiance or whatever, says, "Here you are." She told him, "I'd hopefully kill you." Why did she say that?
Because she knows why they want to kill him.
And she believes.
She
it.
believes them.
Mhm.
She was like,
Didn't she
son of
die?
a-
I don't know.
She died.
There was another person that died.
And why was the chest so important? Like the author made it like the chest was like a symbol or something.
Did you guys read that thing about I think it was the narrator dreaming about baby and like feeding the baby or something like that? It was like at the end of chapter 4, I think. Anyway, sorry. What chest? In the same page?
Yeah, like and then she plays a chest in his house, and then
was perplexed.
later it talks about the chest too in the house.
You know what? I kind of think that in that quote, not only that if she believes that what everybody else is saying, but like I think that she kind of keeps what he was doing with the prostitute, because he said that it said that she knew about it and that he still had guilt, like, and they kept on continuing with this guilt. What do you?
Wait, so the fiance knew about Maria and
Yeah.
Santiago? But she didn't say anything.
And like he knew that she knew, but he was still guilty and he still did it. Like he
So he
still
felt
had
bad.
Yeah.
So why did Maria? Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna ask you, why did Maria say like not Maria? The fiance. Why did she react so bad towards him being with Angela and not with Maria? But it's because of the loss of honor. Because Maria's she's a prostitute, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like honestly.
Not only that, but there's my own question. Okay, so I had like this other question. So it's on page 117 and then continues at 118. The strange thing is that the knife kept coming out clean. Pedro Viciaro declared to the investigator. What does the author reveal about the unblooded wounded
Chicago.
What did that?
I specifically for her. Specifically for her.
I think it's more of like a magical realism
Yeah.
or something like
That's
that.
you told me that. So,
You can use that in the reading log?
yeah, I was gonna use it. She told me, but because I mean, how
I
you
thought you
gonna
were
believe?
It does.
How is a knife not complete? I mean, like not half plus
That's
to
weird.
your.
Like 3 times.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
exactly.
weird.
So that's why. But she was the one that told me about your realism. I was like, oh, that's true. I was like, that's a.
I'm gonna look it up.
So I don't think there's any connection to the Bible or whatever, because obviously. I'm sorry, but obviously Jesus, but so.
Does it have like any symbol?
That's what, maybe it's not about Jesus or whatever, but it has a meaning, you know, why didn't it bleed?
There's
There's
more
more
to the
to it.
Bible.
That's what I'm saying, maybe not to Jesus, like, it could be something completely different.
Actually, Miss Schaff was saying that when I told her about this part of the book, I'm like about materialism and all this stuff. She was saying she was connecting it to Jesus, and she said that if you watch a part in there, there's this part where like
Maybe
something
like-
unrealistic happens to Jesus, like
Yeah,
something
that's-
about the blood.
Like, maybe there is, but like, I don't have enough background
Yeah, and
knowledge
I
to
don't really know that part, but I was trying to look at it.
Google it.
It's like a symbol, like the red dress from last chapter.
And then like the red ink, with the red stuff. Let me look at it.
Wait, what already? The one that was writing the letters?
Well, it's like just basically about like the red dress and then like the red ink that was on the letter that he wrote on the quote. I'm gonna explain. It's like he knew he was gonna die for me. That's what I felt.
He did
But
know.
he didn't even like.
You mean before? Like he actually knew? Like
Yeah, not like when this happened. Like
before?
like
when his dream
before.
was happening and
Yeah,
stuff?
like he knew he was gonna die. I think he didn't believe his mom.
When she told him that it
Yeah.
might
Could
come.
be possible.
I think like he
Cause-
just understood that
when
she was
he
gonna
went
be-
into the house,
Yeah.
when he was talking to the dad of his fiance, I'm sure he speaks Spanish. I don't know why. He it said that he didn't show any signs of panic, and then his dumbass still left the house like with be protected there, you know, like with
Maybe-
a rifle.
Maybe he has
But-
honored himself. Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe
No,
because
but
he
he
was a
didn't- no,
sacrifice.
he
He was
didn't
some
know.
sort of sacrifice.
He
that we
didn't
don't
know that the reason why the twins were gonna kill him.
Mhm.
He didn't know that. He knew that he was gonna get
Die,
killed by the
yeah.
twins, but he didn't know why the twins were after him.
Maybe he thought money. Like you know, like in his point of view, maybe like they're like coming after him from it. Like he didn't know.
Or maybe
how.
himself thought too, like, these people gonna kill me, like, I'm just gonna risk it. I don't know, like, I thought that stuff was really stupid of him, like, maybe he just, I don't know.
He should have got rifle.
Yeah, or stay in the house.
Didn't he know how to
stand-
use it? Didn't he know?
Yeah, cause it says
He
he
had like
carried
guns.
weapons, yeah. That he only carried, and when he was gonna go, what riding? Was it horse riding? Was it? Yeah. I don't know what he was doing.
But I feel like his friend Crystal.
Crystal Bedoya.
Don't you think the part when he was like holding his guns was unreal too?
Yeah, that's magical.
Yeah.
realism.
It
All
was.
of that.
That's actually a part of.
All of that. His death was magical realism. Cause how is he gonna like even when it says
He's not
clean
been
his
walking,
dirt of
yeah.
his guts, like how is that even like I don't know.
Is
And
that
then he
like
goes
to
into
show
the
like
room and they're
dignity
like,
or something
"They
for
killed me."
himself?
And then I think it does have to do with dignity and everything because he walked all the way to the back of his house to die in his house. And it says that he walked 100 yards around his house. That's a lot.
So I have another like question. I'm gonna write down because.
Okay, this is what it says. So right here, without any blood, this event is an implication that Santiago die for someone else, but they still like are sacrificed for other people.
How did you look it up?
I just pulled the
I'm
quote.
listening to you.
Oh, just like that?
Yeah.
Oh, and then it was analyzed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
So it's their advice.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
like-
Huh?
Huh?
No,
Maybe
You
he's
were
not.
all, I don't know. I always thought he was innocent.
I thought
Since the
that he was
beginning.
a sacrifice.
Well,
Yeah,
I thought
he was
Bernardo
always
was the main
referred as a
character.
sacrifice. Even when the guys were like, we went to pick our sacrificial tools.
Yeah.
Using that as like this big sacrifice.
Yeah.
But I kinda analyze how it's being like for themselves, like they're sacrificing their freedom to defend honor. I didn't. It's yeah, that's what it says.
I feel like that kind of proves that he was innocent, that he didn't
Like
take
this, it
all that.
does. Let's go to the shower and be like,
Crazy.
oh,
He's innocent.
he's innocent, no doubt.
But I mean, that's just a belief.
No, but I mean, if it means that,
Yeah.
if
But
you
that's
know,
what
if
he
it
put,
really
you
that
know.
means.
Wow, that's interesting.
And in that part where it says that they were looking for the heart where the pig has their heart, whatever, compared it to the woman.
Oh, and then it says like the fact that he walked around his house like while carrying his intestine is another indication that Santiago was not supposed to die.
But yeah, he lasted so long alive after all of that.
Like basically they like dismembered him, and he was still alive.
Because it says that they killed him over
Yeah,
and over.
this is what it is. Like, the magical realism to demonstrate a Christ figure at the end of the novel. So it's just like about how it started like with his white clothes. Yeah. So that
His
house.
dream.
Yeah. So that's how
I still don't.
it's a resemblance of how Jesus died. Like
Yeah, that's true.
it happened like similar events to his death.
I don't like comparing it to the Bible.
And everybody did get like.
It's not like you don't like it's
pissed
what
at
the author
him.
did.
Yeah, but I don't-
for no reason.
it's not- I just don't see it. The resemblance. I really don't.
But maybe you don't have enough background.
No, well, it's just the basic things. It doesn't heist and annoy it. Like he died as an innocent man, and he did so much for all these
But,
people.
like, the
Santiago is
events.
seen as a bad person, so I don't like
That's
resembling that to Jesus. You know?
Well, some people believe that Christ was an imposter. Like if you guys know, some people didn't believe that he was the right Messiah.
Yeah,
or
everybody
whatever.
didn't like him.
Well,
Like
yeah, I
Jesus,
know.
and they wanted him
It's
to die.
like the town voted, like I don't know, it was the king of Rome or whatever. He was like, do you want to kill him or let this other man free? So
Yeah.
the people chose
God, no, like Jesus was over there sleeping and touching women and eating some girl. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's why I don't like resembling to that.
Yeah, just I think
And
that
I'm
part is.
I'm
like,
not, and I'm not even big on religion like at all. I'm not.
just
So
don't
it's
like
not
the
like,
fact that-
so I'm just not like saying like, oh, Jesus wasn't like that. Defending him. I just don't like comparing them to, and I'm not big on religion, so it's not like I'm defending him at all. It's just that I don't see it. Like,
You just
it
don't-
doesn't make
yeah.
any sense to me. Like just how I have the book right, like it makes sense to
It's
me.
not
Once Jesus comes into it, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like that's I don't know.
But it's
And
not-
it's just like little
It's just
things.
as a figure. That's why it's not like a true
Even
idea
the
of what
dead,
happened.
like the dead, like we didn't dismember him. We didn't like Jesus. He wasn't dismembered.
The people in the town dismembered him. Like they knew he was innocent, but they were okay with it. Why didn't they say
They
that?
didn't dismember Jesus.
Well, they didn't dismember him either. Like he was still one piece, but like part of him.
His
was
guts
coming
were.
out. Yeah, part of him was
but
coming out, so
Jesus
they called it
wasn't-
dismemberment.
So
Like
the
the
death
author-
itself isn't even the same as him. Just think that he was innocent is what relates to Jesus. But a lot of people like.
There's clips,
Like,
just
yeah.
events.
And also
It's
yeah,
not like
events.
all of it.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. But
Santiago's dad dying
So
before
that's what it just
him.
said, a character like portrayed him. It
And
wasn't
the
mean
mom.
that he was actually like a true representation. It was just like similar clips of this event led him to be
And
a
I
figure.
read a lot of like different analyses of the book, and most of them didn't even compare them to the Bible. Like, so that's one of the shock. Like, kind of came up with that whole Bible thing. I was just like, no, like, no.
But it is about the Bible because like,
But in the budget analysis didn't
well, yeah.
come up. as
But
the
I
Bible.
looked up the author, and then
He's religious.
Yeah, he's really religious. I know he is.
But he questions religion. Like, if people do this, why does it make it? So that's why
Okay,
I'm
so
saying that
this.
this book, it is about religion. Like, he's trying to tell you, like, why is it okay to kill an innocent man if he didn't have no
To
sense to
protect
be
the honor,
killed?
like,
Yeah.
for no.
He's just basically trying to question you.
But
if
I
it's
understand
right.
why he was killed. I'm not saying it's okay,
Yeah.
but you like if you stand in his place perspective, you know, and if you put yourself back in his days, how much honor it's better. Like I don't know if I told you guys or Michelle, because the 2024, everything they had was honor.
And everything
How
was
to keep it
valuable.
clean.
Yeah, everything was valuable.
Everything you could get your hands on was valuable, and that is a clean name. So once they lost
I'm
that, they didn't
kinda-
have anything.
I'm kind of just pissed, like, at Angela, like, why did you lie? Like, even though you know that it wasn't gonna happen, but still you let, just say, like, it happened, you didn't tell anybody, like, oh, he wasn't that person, like, it wasn't him, and, like, tried to, like,
to clear his name,
Yeah.
to clear Santiago's name.
I think that she was the sinner in this case, and that's
And
why
she was supposed to die. Like, I'm kidding now.
No. Oh my
I'm kidding.
she was just basically the sinner, and then it's basically like God died for people's sins. It's
Someone
like basically,
paid for
yeah, someone paid
died
for
for
her
someone's
sin.
sin.
Yeah, she was basically the sin.
Doesn't it mean more questions?
We're fine. We're going
Should we ask her?
No, just keep going until she comes checks it. She says you're still good.
I go. So it's 97. It's the same idea of honor is love. So I said I selected this phrase because it is an important concept or theme of the book. Throughout the entire book, honor is a strong belief to the people in this town. And I said the author is trying to express this idea of how important honor is. So I don't know if you guys just want to add something else. If you guys believe that honor is a big part of this book, like
Yeah.
think.
Honor is basically.
I think that's like the feel actually.
Yeah,
like you
we
know,
got the good question.
Yeah, because I thought it
And
sucked
actually
at the
understood
beginning.
it.
At the beginning, I was like,
So you guys agree?
and like you know how she gave like a different question to everybody and the
Like, we
thing,
got
like
lucky,
I thought it was because I thought it was like every question was a little theme kind of, but I think ours is the actual theme. of
Or
the
do you
book.
think that we mostly focused it on it because we had the question? So actually, saw one of the other questions, like, maybe if I would have really focused on that, I would have realized different things.
Like machismo?
Machismo,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't
now
think
I don't.
it's like a little part
I
of it.
didn't really. I felt like that team probably had nothing to speak about when Michelle said that they did. But I felt like ours was more like really analyzing like every character in order to know what was their honor.
I think honor is like the actual
Everything,
yeah,
is based on it.
It's true. I think all the
Because
other
if you're
groups
like-
realize that too, because you know
They're-
it's the whole
I think they're
reason.
mad 'cause we
It's
got-
the motivation.
Like-
the motivator.
Yeah, like if they have the machismo topic, it's basically about honor. That's why they are like that type of person because they hold pride. You know?
I don't know, machismo, I think it kind of just related to why you're not, you know? And
Yeah,
that was
that
kind of
was
the beginning. That was it.
Yeah,
That
first
was
grade
like
first, yeah.
The brothers as well. It's like they expected a man to kill someone else, like in order to defend their honor. Like you know, Pablo and his girlfriend or whatever. She wanted him to kill Santiago. You know?
To show, like,
Yeah, to show
you are a man.
Yeah, she even said it, you know, I want an American because he didn't
She
know
probably
him.
thought he wasn't going to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, 98. It says, on the other hand, she never forgave herself for having mixed up the magnificent allegory of trees with the unlucky ones of birds. And she succumbed to the pernicious habit of her time of chewing pepper crust seeds. And then I said selected this quote because it is important to know that Santiago's mom felt terrible after her son was killed. Because if she would have told him the real meaning of his dream, maybe her son would have been more careful. And I said that the author's trying to say that maybe Santiago died because of his mother's fault. Maybe if she was honest about the dream, she would have protected him.
What do you mean honest? It's not like she lied on purpose.
No, I felt
She
like
confused
she only told him part of the dream.
No, she confused it. This is in the book.
No, she only told him about the meaning of
Yeah, but
the
it
birds.
says
That
she
they were
would
like good
forgive
health.
herself for having mixed up the magnificent and or it's not like she lied. She mixed it up.
No, she just told
Maybe she
him.
didn't want
It
to
says
believe
that
it.
you to your quote.
Yeah, maybe she didn't
Yeah,
want to
but
believe
it just said like I just remember the part where she just told him about the meaning of the birds and that they meant
She
good
mixed
health.
up the meaning.
That's all. That's all. But that's not being honest. It's not being clear. You know what I'm saying?
But she mixed it up. It's not like she was like, oh, I'm just gonna count this part because I don't want him to know that he's gonna die. She mixed it up.
Well, she didn't know. He didn't know.
Yeah,
So
she
it's
didn't
kinda
know,
like-
you know, so she mixed up the dream and everything. It's not like she wasn't being honest. She
Well, I
mixed
just
it
thought
up.
since she was like I felt like she was a magical character or whatever, that like she knew what was gonna happen to him, but she was afraid to believe it herself. That's all.
I think that too.
Well, I don't know, it's just mixed up. I feel like she herself didn't even know the real meaning. Wait, so what's the birds mean that?
Good health. And then the
Because it
trees.
says for having mixed up the magnificent allegory of trees with the unlucky one of birds. So the birds are unlucky. So the birds mean? Because Michelle has said the trees meant them all this time, but it's this unlucky one of birds. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm confused what means that.
Maybe he was the bird and he was healthy, but he's unlucky one. He died.
He's the unlucky one.
So, but the trees are still the what means trees
Yeah.
still mean that?
Yeah.
Oh, and
It's
I
just
just confused.
saying
I
that-
just was reading.
Well, I
it.
Though
could've
he was
figured out.
healthy, he got bad luck because of
I think cause when I hear birds, it's like life, you know, like freedom.
Yeah, I think freedom. Maybe that means
So
that.
just him saying unlucky one of the birds, like
He was innocent. That's another part. He was good, innocent, but he was unlucky. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's another innocence part.
So it's on page 100, and it says, give me a prejudice, and I will move the world. And prejudice means like, I want to invent something. So it means,
oh, guys, birds still mean that.
Yeah, no wonder, like, when funerals come, always birds come.
Like a dove? Those birds are like goats.
I don't know.
well, I see a crow. Well, they just come in these,
Yeah,
well,
they all
there's,
sit.
cause isn't like a bird like, yeah, dog, like
Yes.
your soul, it represents your soul.
Yeah, birds.
But also
still
they
mean that.
they release it when at weddings. They release it at weddings as well. Maybe it just means something different to them.
Where's the quote when
Cause to
she's
me, a
describing
bird
the
means
dream?
freedom.
Is it in the first page?
It kind of means like a good thing of
And
like
then it
heaven.
says a bird, a person of a specific kind of character, like a pretty. I think birds have a lot of different meanings to different cultures. I think it's still a good, like a freedom. So I actually chose this quote because I didn't understand it.
Okay.
It's in page, yeah. So I don't understand the real meaning of this, like prejudice
you give me something to talk about, like gay rights, to say like that,
Yeah.
he will try to,
Do something
yeah,
about
do
it.
something about it and make it okay. Maybe like
Because-
something like
yeah.
kind of related to that. It,
So, and I don't know about what I wrote. I selected this phrase. It is something important or symbolic that Santiago wrote. Also, he wrote this in red ink, which makes this phrase represent a stronger idea. The red color ink might mean passion, love, anger, etc. My own interpretation of this phrase is that these words would seem like Christ would say, like, he would like make